Good morning. So it's a Saturday morning, and we're driving out of my neighborhood, and we are on our way to pick up Chris, and then we're gonna get Eric, and then we're gonna go to a gas station to meet up with Mac and the rest of the team, and then we're heading up to Georgia to go to the Cherokee Enduro. So it's that time again, last race of the season. This one is got some implications to it as far as trophies go for some of the guys. Not so much me, but for some. So for example, Frank and Rob are fighting for third place in the A class, 55 A class. So depends on how they do. So if they pretty much just have to beat each other, I think is how that works. So I think if Frank beats Rob, then he gets third place. If Rob beats Frank, he gets third place. That's kind of how that works. I'm not sure if there's anybody else in there that's could knock them off the third place podium at this point. Yes, there is a very small remote chance that I could be in there as well, but we all know that's not going to happen. So I'll probably be picking myself up too many times. Okay, so outside of that, I think we've got a good battle between Eric and Dalton, who are fighting for a podium spot as well. Maybe even first podium, I think it's what that is, between Eric and Dalton. I don't know if Dalton's got that sewn up or not. And anybody else who's fighting? I don't think anybody else on the team is fighting for a podium spot. We've got a lot of us going, about 20 of us going this time around. Do we have 20? I don't know. We have a lot of people going. We got Roland with us today. He'll be out there as well. He's tagging along. He's got, I think he sewed up his jacket for sure. So he's all set. Outside of that, should be a nice day. They are predicting a little bit of rain at the Cherokee, so we'll kind of see how that goes. That's never a good thing, I can tell you that. I mean, that last mutter was really bad. All right, what else? Anything special? No, nothing special. So it's just going to be a long ass day, 8+ hours I think of driving. Gotta stop, get gas, do a whole 9 yards, pick everybody up, and then go. All right, we'll do some footage on the way up, and you guys can see what kind of trip this is, even though we've done it before. All right, we just arrived. It's 5 o'clock, about 5:15. Long day up, no issues, no drama. Yeah, everybody's quickly unloading, heading up to go register. We're gonna set all this up. We're gonna register for tomorrow, then we're gonna come back here, chill, make some spaghetti dinner. That's what we're doing. Hey, good morning. So it's Sunday morning here now, the next day, and we got into bed early last night. We after our spaghetti dinner, we went ahead and crashed out. We were in bed by like 9. Everybody's pretty wiped out from the drive, and then which was great. Rooms are nice. This is a nice little place, clean. There's old Chris up there. Yeah, you're good. But you can tell by the ground out here is that it rained last night. It actually rained pretty good. I think I woke up, I don't know, midnight-ish, storming. 4 a.m. it was storming. So I think it's been raining pretty much all night. Not a lot of water on the road, but it's gonna make things challenging at the track for sure. It depends if it rained at the track. We're probably 20 minutes away from the track. I'm sure it did. But it's a beautiful, nice and cool morning out here, so we're feeling pretty good. We went to the Waffle House early this morning around 5:45. Nice little breakfast there, which is good. And now we're waiting on everybody to kind of get their shit together, and we're gonna roll on out to the track. There's Carrie over there. Carrie Hunt is here. I see Big D. We've seen there's Pierpont's up top. Chris is loading up. A lot of FTR Bubbas are here. Everybody enjoys this race anyway, so that's good. And we'll make it happen. And we'll see. Now, yeah, there's some problems. There are issues with my bike. We'll see. All right, are we ready to roll out? We're going to the gas station first.
Right here, yeah. Gas station.
Right. Hey, don't be stupid.
Yeah. Ready?
Keep it going, keep it going.
Ready, set, go. Right in the water.
Hey, don't make me throw water on you rabid dogs.
This is not smart.
All right, 3 if he's winded.
Let's go. 3 and he's winded, that's it.
Remember that time you did 100 push-ups and then running around in Cherokee and then got
Remember that?
stopped by
Yeah.
Section 3? Yeah. Well,
Been there.
Part 2. Incoming.
Couple warm up burpees, never hurt nobody.
Here's mine.
JB's getting all this trash gone.
I do a 12-ounce curl. I do a burpee.
Hey, so we got to the track. It's only like a 20-minute drive from the hotel to the track, if that. Bullshitting and laughing along the way. But we got here, and we're quickly getting everything set up. And then we just learned that there's gonna be an hour delay. So now we're kind of just hanging out. So what time is it now? It's not even 8 o'clock just yet. So we're looking at a 9 p.m. start. Now it's a 10 a.m. start. So we still got a couple hours to go, Mikey. So now it's gonna be hurry up and wait type of thing. Sit around, hope the bikes work out. Everybody's hanging. I still haven't solved my start issue on my bike, so let me just quickly talk about that. Yesterday, when we got up here, I've had a lot of mechanical problems on the way up. My RAM is acting up when it starts, got some evap issue going on. And then I roll the bike out and start it, it doesn't want to start. Starter spins, you can clearly, when it does catch, if it does catch, then you've got the, the starter, what do they call that thing? That's my bike. It's having starter issues. It does not want to start. And then the starter clutch, if it grabs, it doesn't want to disengage. So when it does that, it hangs up the motor and shuts the motor off, and it doesn't want to start again. So I ordered a starter last night. I ordered a new starter clutch, Bendix. They call it a Bendix. So the Bendix is hanging up for sure. Now it has a Kickstarter, but on the KTMs, mine's a 2020 KTM. That Kickstarter is bullshit. Like, you can kick it 1,000 times. When the bike is hot, it'll start. But when it's cold, and the temperature right now, it's like 60. It's nice and cool out here. It's gonna be a motherfucker to get that thing started. So, once I get it started, keep it warmed up. What I'm probably gonna do is have to pull start it, get somebody to pull me, get it started real quick, and then just keep it warm before the start of the race. So I'll be burning through a lot of gas. But if it stays hot, then she usually will catch and she'll fire up. So that sucks. I got to deal with that too. And then it's rainy and it's going to be muddy and it's a mud fest. For anybody who raced this Cherokee race 2 years ago, so what's this, 2025? So 2023's Cherokee race was an absolute monsoon and it was miserable, miserable. And we're expecting more rain today, so we'll see. This is not going to be, I don't think anybody's looking forward to this. We just want to get out there. We're on early rows, like row 13s, you know, the teens. That's not good for when it had rained all night long. So we'll be slipping and sliding. The top layer will be all mud. The guys in the afternoon, if it doesn't rain, that's going to be nice and tacky for them. but for us, we're kind of screwed. They are predicting rain around 1 o'clock. That's when we should be starting our last test, but now that it's an hour delay, we're gonna be starting, you know, we'll be in the rain too. I know I'm crying like a little bitch. Stop. Look on the bright side. We're here, we're having fun, we're trying to get started.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, these things are so, they have so much run.
Oh, nice to meet you.
They even delayed the riders meeting by an hour too.
All right. So we're just hanging out.
Look at this motley crew. So everything's delayed?
Yes.
You're gonna have to restart your pill system, man.
You have to
I already got them all. I already got all my meds in, so I'm good.
All right.
All right, race over. Finished the whole thing. They cut it short. Only did 6 tests. It was super muddy. Great time. I love playing in the mud. Didn't have quite the results I had hoped for, but it was a great race. Finished it. Half the team quit. They're gonna face some kind of punishment for that. Shout out to Rob Pierce. He smoked everybody today. Great job. Frank and I battled all day. Awesome day. I love this place when it's wet.
How was your race? Tell us all about it.
It sucked. I felt like a beginner from test 1. Couldn't handle the heat from all the bikes catching me and passing me. So I quit, called it a day, man. Ran out of talent. Bad day. But I'm alive, so move on.
All right. Well, you know, I'm a C-class rider, so we only had to do 4 tests. Got to do 4. And on the first test, I wanted to quit. I can tell you right now, there's nothing fun about this race, because on clay, when it's wet, it's like ice when you put on the brakes. I mean, there was one, I was scared to death because my back end was coming around. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, I houred out in test 3. I thought I completed test 3 unscathed in regards to, I thought it would count, but it didn't count. I will tell you on test 3, at the end, there is a huge uphill. You make a left-hand turn, and it's just, it goes never ending. There's a big trench, and you can see roots, and then you see bikes scattered everywhere. And I was one of the bikes. Several bikes use my bike as traction. And it took me forever to get through there. Daniel came by. I was almost at the top, thinking I was going to make it. And then I fell, and here comes Daniel. He finds a tree. He comes over. He tries to move my bike. He couldn't do it. And I'm like, don't worry about it, man. I'm done. I mean, I probably houred out, blah, blah, blah. So just go run your race. So anyway, he got back on his bike. And I really appreciate him doing that. Very thoughtful. So I did get the bike up, and I completed test 3, and then that was it. But definitely a great day, no matter what, with everybody. Ready for some Mexican and a margarita.
Well, what can I say? 2025 Cherokee National Enduro. It was fun for the whole 1 test that I completed. You know, that Georgia clay is slick, and it definitely exposed some weaknesses that I need to concentrate and work on for the future. Still had a good time, and it's always fun to hang out with the team, and very proud of my fellow team members that raced a good race today. So onwards and upwards, and until the next time.
Cherokee Grand National 25. I houred out in the first test. It was tough. I have never had any practice in any kind of terrain like this. And I spent more time underneath my bike than I did on top of it. But I got to ride my dirt bike, and that made it a great day.
So, row 12, JB, Chris and Frank with me. I let them go on every single test. JB and some others behind me.
I houred out.
I didn't make it past.
And,
No, he quit. He fucking quit.
Oh, I quit.
Oh, this guy.
you can tell he raises his voice when he's lying.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, it's okay. We know you're lying though, by your tone. It's fine. All right, so I let them go, but I couldn't get into it. The first couple tests were so awkward and slick. For me, I couldn't ride. I felt like I forgot how to ride a dirt bike. I kept checking between tests if I had flat tires. I was just, did everything wrong, and I was on it trying to spin the wheel. I don't know why. Later, I got a little faster. I learned to chug the bike some, and just ride it up a gear. I did okay. My energy ran out in the 5th test, and I started hitting trees. I probably wiped out twice the whole race in 4 tests, and then 6 times in the last test. And I'm lucky it was the last test because I was smoked. But meanwhile, I made it through. The bike made it through.
All right, just finished my last test at the Cherokee. This was probably the most challenging course I've done personally. I have not ridden in clay this wet before, so it was challenging, humbling, but I finished. Didn't do well, but you know, came out safe. JB and I had a good time today, leapfrogging all day, doing stuff on the race, on the course, but good day. Didn't get hurt and finished, so out here.
I guess JB wants a race report. I think it's recording. No, let's go with it. It is. So I left Race Daniel in the trailer. I put Ride Daniel on and I went out there just to ride because, you know, I'm going to Hawaii on Wednesday and I want to get hurt. I'm glad I did because that was a brutal course. It was slick. I didn't know how to approach anything. My hands actually hurt for the first time ever. No, it's okay. So I gotta tell you, I was riding with B and C riders and they left me like I was standing still. It was crazy. Like B and C riders just dominated me today. That's okay. And then I found out they were my age B riders and I'm like, fuck. Anyway, so I get, I don't know, what test was it there, Dalton?
That was test 3. Almost towards the end of test 3.
Yeah, right at the end of test 3, come around the corner and there's just people littered on this hill. And I look up and I see somebody laying on the trail with their bike beside them. I see them pick up their bike. I don't know what they did. They dropped their bike again and they just laid there again. And all these people started bonsaiing around me, like going everywhere. And I waited. Ends up it was Dalton.
When's the first time you grabbed?
So I saw him get up and he was kind of out of the way, so I went up some, and then there's a bunch of people still littered, so I went up some more, waited, then I went to the top after I realized it was Dalton, and I walked back down and said, hey Dalton, you want some help? And I tried to help him, but his bike wouldn't start. Then he told me he was hour'd out. And he was like, go race your race, so I dropped his bike and took off. And I gotta tell you, I don't have those skills. I don't have clay, hills, roots, all that crap. So I felt like a beginner today. I rode like a beginner. I will say that test 5, I think it was the last test, I rode better than I rode in any other test, and it was because I kind of had a little bit more confidence. So anyway, it was a great day.
It was a great day.
And seeing Dalton laying on the side of the trail.
That made his day too, but it was very kind of you to come over and try to help me. It was really
Yeah.
What bike were you on?
I was like, I can't just go by Dalton. I got to go help him. God damn it.
300
Then when he told me he was hour'd out, I'm like, fuck Dalton.
I took off. I let a guy go ahead of me. You did. You just dropped.
I did.
He had the bike in his.
Okay, guys, I had a pretty good race. I needed to beat JB and Frank, and I beat everybody by minutes, man. I did really good. In my class, I didn't do as well as I wanted. I guess I got 9th out of 12th, but that's okay. Healthy, and they called it a controlled slide on a lot of it, but it was mostly uncontrolled. So anyway, had a good time, and 3rd place overall, Silver Master A.
So I don't know what I finished yet, but I'm being told I did pretty good.
Oh no, Hal was fucking ripping.
I did pretty good. Huh? Oh, loudmouth, Mac. All right. So the race was awesome. For as wet and slippery as it was, I understand I did pretty good, so I hope that is true. Other than that, that's slick as snot shit, man. It was like ice skating. But I finished. I had to do 5 tests, did 5 tests, so that was rock and roll. And we're all good. Hell yeah. Do it again next year.
So today was a waste of time. Came all the way to Cherokee to get my ass handed to me. As you can see, I got a flat ass front tire in the first few miles and my race was over. But the guys killed it.
All right, so the race is over now. Now we're in Tifton, Georgia. there are assholes everywhere. Okay, so we just hit the hotel and we showered, and there are gnats out here, and now we're at the old Chapo's Tequila and Grill. Pretty cool setup. We made a reservation because there's like 20 of us. So we made a reservation because there's like 20 of us. Busted into this place. Anybody else get swarmed by gnats out there? Yeah. That was weird. All right, go ahead. Oh, how was your race, Rob?
Very good.
Now that you're cleaned up and happy and you beat everybody, yeah, feels pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, Rob mopped the floor with all of us, so he did good. He did really good. Yeah, so we're here at our typical Mexican restaurant. We will share stories. We will share drinks. They're getting it all set up for us over there. We only got a handful of us here. The rest of the guys are on the way. So it was a good day. It was muddy, which is my nemesis. So me personally, suck balls, but everything else was fun. Everybody else did good. We had a lot of guys not finish the race on purpose, meaning they quit. So we'll have a lot of conversation around that tonight. But then we had a couple of guys that, did really well. Frank and Rob, Chris, all did really well. They all finished. They did 6 tests, which was great. That's it. Get this weekend wrapped up. Tomorrow morning we're out of here at 6 a.m. back home, 3-4 hours for most people to get back, which is not bad. Memorial Day. So we'll be home hopefully before noon. Tonight, it's time for some big ass Modelos.
Okay, so this is after the race. This is a few hours after the race, and there are some stories that are being told right now that I am not sure they're true. Okay, so we're gonna go around and have a few people just discuss their version of events tonight. And let's start with.
Okay.
So we're just trying to get a few candid remarks as to how your race was today and what happened.
Now that everybody's
Intoxicated, yeah. So you had to give me what I've been drinking 4 shots in.
I did not know that.
Tell her all about it.
That I'm a stud.
Yes.
And I am number 1. That's all there is to it.
How do we see ourselves?
The trails were good, but I had a late row, so I wasn't with any of these guys, so I just did my own thing.
You didn't get to be part of the drama?
No, I didn't get to see him laying on the trail. I didn't get to see any of this stuff. Next time.
So when your wife tells you don't get hurt, she doesn't say, hey, go have fun, be careful. You know it means don't get hurt. So then you ride slow.
That's because he's going on a trip for a couple of weeks, like when he gets back.
Nice. Where are we
On
going?
Wednesday, Hawaii.
Ooh.
Yeah, Hawaii
You don't
on
want to get
Wednesday.
hurt out before that. No.
Gotta work out this off season to try to keep up with these guys. They're smoking us. Yeah, they're smoking us now. So I gotta start working out.
I think we should all do caricatures of him and see what it looked like without the beard and short hair.
Oh. It's like, I don't know about that.
Oh, me? Oh, me?
After a couple drinks, you've had a couple hours to think about it.
Okay, I still...
You're a stud.
No, I started up slow, like a beginner. Couldn't handle the first 2 laps, and then slowly woke up, started riding, third test, and by the 4th test I finally started racing. So 4th, 5th and 6th was pretty fun. Stopped battling with Chris and had a blast.
Good. Yep. Not going to be caught on camera. Anything from you?
I won the AT50 championship, so I'm living it up. Yeah.
All right, now.
Oh, this ought to be good. That'll be really good. Again.
Yes, dear.
This is called After Hours.
After hours, yeah. That ain't fair. I've been drinking.
Drinking what?
Tell us about the big win today.
Yes, tell us about the big win.
Yes, the win was awesome. I had a good time. That race was good for me because I can handle the mud. Yes.
There you go. I think you've proven that. To
Yeah, I handled that one pretty good. It was all right. Mud's the great equalizer. So I won in the mud, but I lose all the rest of the time. So, you know, let's be fair. You know, I'm only a top 10 guy, normal.
Right. Words of advice for future self.
Yeah, stay on the mud because I win in the mud.
Any other words of wisdom?
I'll give you something. I also won my class. I'm solely the reason we took third place on the podium. If it weren't for my win today, me and me alone.
She got 3 wins on the team.
We got 3 wins.
3 wins on that team.
They just provided a foundation. I was the headstone. The headstone of the...
The headstone? There you go. That means you're going to be dead soon.
The point is...
You don't want to be the headstone.
I won. I won by attrition. I won by not quitting. I wasn't fast. I just finished.
Look at your face.
Yeah. And I don't even
Any
drink.
words of wisdom?
No.
Anything you want to say future self? Or to Heather. Do you want to talk to Heather?
I'm sorry, baby. I won't quit any more races. Please don't beat me. Please don't beat me when I get home. Please don't beat me.
Any words of wisdom to future self?
Stay in school, kids.
Where you can end up here. You want to end up here?
All right, last but not least.
Not fast enough. I barely finished this race.
You did great. You
Thank
did
you.
great. Great. You're the last one.
Okay, what am I doing?
This is after hours.
After
Route
hours,
talk.
had a few beers.
Season, end of season.
End of
Yes.
season talks,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, good. You gotta ask me a question. I can't just, I'm not off the
Well,
cuff.
any words of advice to future self? Future, what did you learn from today? You had to do
Okay,
one
mud
thing.
racing, not a fan. I'm not good in the mud, I know that. But I still had a good time. I thought I was doing really well. Then Hal beat me, handily beat me. Rob beat me handily. However, I finished. So I'm happy about finishing. I did beat Jim, by the way, which is not normal because he's been whipping me all season. So last couple of races I got Jim. So either Jim is falling off or I'm getting better. One of the two. One of the two things are happening. A little bit of both. Yeah. So, I think more importantly, you should go check in with Steph and see how she is feeling about the whole season. And congratulations to everybody. So, at the end of the year, the season is over. We have had an amazing season, and we will start again next year. Good.
Great.
Steph.
Steph, you can. I'll be in it with you. What do we have to say?
Not much.
Words of wisdom for future self. Do you think today was sabotage?
Yes, I do. From the man across the table.
If you could like hide the camera, you'd get way better.
I think so.
You know what I mean? Because when you go like that, it's like I'm like.
It's okay. What do you
But
make
like
sure
if
they
you
don't
had
happen
it
to
hidden
doing
and you
that?
just walk up and said, hey.
Next time. Next time.
You know what
We'll
I'm
do that
saying?
next time.
You're making her edit all this. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
I know, we have, this is what I mean about peanut gallery. Literally a lot of opinions all the time after the fact, not ahead of the time, like really. Steph, any words to the peanut gallery that we'll be watching?
So I was putting my feet down here to make sure I didn't
Come
fall
on,
asleep.
got to say
I've got
something.
nothing.
See, this
And
is
like
how
he
pissed
said,
you
he
got.
put my foot up on the foot bag and it would just
She did
slide
great.
right off. So
Or any
tried to
future
keep it from
advice.
hitting the ground. I had it out, and when I needed it, I needed it. But other than that, tried to keep it out of the mud.
Get a better weatherman.
That's a good one. We need a better weatherman.
Yes, I agree with that statement as well.
He's fired for
He
next
is
season.
fired for next season. Damn it.
I put my foot down.
All right, we're good. We're wrap. It's a wrap.